Yeah, so you can go ahead. Tell us your experience, your what you learned from solidity, like in solidity limits, and your aha moment, and what was really challenging and what was amazing to know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, good. Yeah, let this guy come up. Okay. Now, basically, my experience on this ERC 20 deployment, first thing first, I discovered that the function being imported, I think it will be good. It is compiled on its own. I think I was getting the error you got initially was that the platform was looking for that particular safe mat in a compiled form. It doesn't compile. But when I now added it to the smart contract of coin and Bitcoin and compile everything together, everything went through, So if you look at the MetaMask wallet, you have two Bitcoin because the first one, when I did that, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one I did when I compile and deploy, but I tried to verify the code. It was giving an error. There's no ABI, and the other error was complaining about. So what I did was to just copy the save match mode and add it to the contract and make sure that the compiler I was using too was also the same greater than 0.80. So when I did that, I put the code back into the verification on the ring bell network and verify it. Then it showed me that successfully generated the bytecode and the ABI for the contract address. So when I checked the MetaMask wallet again, I was able to see the coin there. So you can see from my MetaMask, this is ID. Then this other one is the second one. This one here. So that's what I did. So the experience for here is that first, one just actually need to check your code very well. Little semicolon, little mistake here can mess you up. But once you're able to get across that, you there's that confidence that come out that you are at the right path, and everything came out fine. So that's okay, fine. Let me try and send some coins and see the joy. So right now, what I've not done in this RC20 token was the Honorable and the bond function. I've not yet included it. So that's where I stop for now.
Okay. Awesome work. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, so I think we will share our
Your wallet.
our wallet so that we can get an airdrop from.
Yeah, share it on the chat. Let me put it now.
From Ambrose. Okay. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
This
so
awesome.
I think
this also awesome. We made it from full mood and yeah. So awesome. Yeah. So I'm glad that I think you can make the addition of with the addition of the ban function and the honorable and everything, this week I think you guys will be good to. You will be good. You will be chain masters. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. At least we need to thank you, our trainer. You know, I mean, from another experience that is, yeah, you cannot know it all at once. But as you said, in terms of documentation, reading, you get familiar with all these syntax and languages, and before you know it, you're on.
Before
You
you
know?
knew it, you will be yeah, you will be doing great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's quite very very interesting, and it wasn't. I mean, after the class yesterday, I just told myself, look, I must get this thing working. I don't want to call you, but let me follow the step. And it was quite challenging, but thank God when the thing came out fine, I was happy. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So today we can have something from Damaris, if you have something to say, yeah, about your day, and also if you have a presentation you can take us through also.
Okay. So I can stop sharing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a presentation as so far, but I think I feel challenged.
No.
I should start working on my coding skills.
Yeah.
Just simple. Just follow the syntax and do little edits here and there, and you'll be cool.
Yeah, you will be good once you get started, and then the good thing is that we have a community. We have a community. We have
Yeah.
a community, whether on WhatsApp or whether online. There is a community called Gitters.io. You can really find a community of all developers, like every kind of developer who are developing on Solidity, Python, JavaScript, Node.js, Mongo, yeah, all those languages. You can always find a community, and you can always be able, you can also be able to learn more from the community, because normally say that learning is a harambe, or learning is a community effort when it comes to programming. When it comes to programming, it's a harambe. You have to be in a community. Even if you don't like being in a community, you have to be in one when it comes to programming, because the community will always help you. And for decentralized, it's the same. For decentralized, it's the same. So yeah, so this is awesome. This is great progress, and yeah, I know. Uh, I know that you guys will be able to build better blockchain solutions, and also you will be able to like also uh, help your friend who does not really like understand what is blockchain and what blockchain does not. Yeah, you will be able to help them understand, and also be able to like know what they are missing in blockchain. And we have also been able to see that blockchain is not only used as a crypto, but crypto is just an application of it's just an application that has been built on top of blockchain. So you can build other products and uh, uh, other products on blockchain, of which this week is what we will be doing. We will be looking at the various ways, or the various applications that we can be able to create using decentralized applications, and also yeah, what kind of applications can we be able to create? Is it just financial tools, or can we be able to create other tools, other applications on top of blockchain? Yeah. So I'm trying to get my notes so that we can do a recap of what we did yesterday, and then yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can stop sharing now.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
Do you have the authority now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so we will do a recap of what we did yesterday, and then we will do some setup on how to set up the different tools for local development. And yeah, so okay, I'm going to open the PowerPoint. So today I've also had an aha moment, because yeah, I've also had an aha moment for me. There was an application that I was creating, and it brings joy when your code lands. when you create something and the code is working, you you are happy. Okay, so move, and yeah, so now I can be able to share. Yeah, so I hope you can be able to see my screen. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
I see your screen.
yeah. Wow. Okay, lesson 11, 7. Yeah. So yeah. So yesterday we did okay. Lesson 7. Yeah. So yesterday we talked about what are cryptocurrency exchanges, and we talked that they can be classified into two categories, and that is local fiat for local fiat to cryptocurrency transaction, and for cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency transactions. So they can be based on that, and some of almost of the exchanges offer crypto to cryptocurrency transactions. A few offer fiat to cryptocurrency transaction, and then so we also asked ourselves some few questions, like where can we be able to spend our cryptocurrency, and yeah, so if you really want to buy Tesla, you can be able to buy with Bitcoin. If you want to pay for some flowers, you can be able to pay. And we also had a session at a practical session where we interacted with guys who are building blockchain solutions, that is Zero blockchain. And yeah, so we were able to see real people, and we were able to interact with them. Then we talked about the types of cryptocurrencies exchange, and we have centralized exchanges, we have decentralized exchanges, and we have hybrid exchanges. We also talked about, we gave out the examples. So for centralized exchanges, they normally have fiat to crypto currencies, and we have crypto to crypto trading all transactions, and we also saw the examples. So some of these examples you have interacted with, that is Binance, Huobi Global, Coinbase, and Kraken, Bithumb, Bitfinex, and Bithumb. Yeah. So then we talked about decentralized exchanges, and these, they normally, we also saw the differences between decentralized and centralized. And we were able to see that in decentralized exchanges, you have control of your fund, you have custody of your funds, of which it's really good when it comes to controlling your funds. Then we talked about hybrid. Hybrid exchanges is a feel of both worlds. A feel of both worlds, that is centralized and decentralized, and we saw the benefits of hybrid cryptocurrencies, that they give users real-time services, real-time service access. Users can be able to trade on centralized and decentralized crypto platform. It addresses the challenges of both decentralized and centralized. So for centralized, it's the control of your funds. And for decentralized, the problem with decentralized is that there is no KYC. So with the hybrid cryptocurrency exchanges, you have both. You have the solution for control of funds, and you also have the KYC. Then user have complete control and custody of their funds on hybrid exchanges. Yeah, so that's the benefit. They are actually more in terms of even privacy. Assets of users are not held in hot wallets, and this means that funds are placed in cold storage. And the hybrid cryptocurrency exchanges also, they also perform fast and transparent crypto transaction. So these are very interesting development. And yeah, so we haven't had a lot of many hybrid exchanges. As you can see, they are like four of them. Yeah. So then we talked about the differences in terms of decentralized and centralized in terms of control. The platform has most control. The user has the most control in decentralized. Then we have security. It has a risk of hackers. And then we have no chance of hacking or other dangers. And in terms of popularity, they are very popular. That is centralized exchanges. Decentralized, not that much. Charges fees for using the platform. They are minimum or zero fees that are charged in decentralized exchanges. Then they provide a variety of features. They have few features. Yeah, this is where we were talking about that different decentralized exchanges offer different or specialized trading features, like lending and yield farming, and such type of specialized features. Then we have features. They are easy to regulate, requires license for authorities. They are complicated to regulate, and they don't require a license to actually operate. Then we have the for liquidity. In terms of liquidity, centralized exchanges have a high liquidity as compared to decentralized, which have low liquidity. Then we have speeds. So in terms of speed, centralized have speeds which executes in milliseconds, and for decentralized, they take up a minute to execute orders. So there's something that I wanted to add, and that is, let me add that one. And, we open this one. Okay. So there is something that I wanted to add on crypto exchanges, and that is the taxonomy of exchanges services, or the services that the exchanges offers. So they have order book exchanges, and then they have brokerage services, and then they have the trading platforms. So we have examples of such an app, that is Coinbase. I guess we are all familiar with Coinbase, and yeah. So we have talked about cryptocurrency wallet with exchanges. So centralized exchanges or brokerage model, that is the one of the features they have. They have integrated third-party exchanges model. And then we have P2P exchanges or marketplace model. These are the types of centralized exchanges in category. That is the P2P of what we gave examples of P2P exchanges or marketplaces. That is decentralized one is local crypto. For Binance, they offer both marketplace and marketplace model, and also an exchange platform where you can be able to like buy crypto using fiat. And we have Bits. Is it Bits or which is P2P? Yeah. Yeah, so they are also part of the exchange. So these are checklists that I felt like I really need to share with you. And so when you are trading with an exchange, or when you want to register for an exchange, you have to like check geo restrictions. So there are exchanges and countries that have restricted cryptos. So there are countries which have restricted people from trading cryptos. And also we also had Damaris also told us that Binance had the M-Pesa feature for trading in Binance was removed. Yeah, so those are some of the restrictions that you have to take a look at. Then the banking relationship: do they offer Visa card? Do they offer banking? Do they have a relationship between the bank the local banks, and the Visa cards and everything? Then you also have to take a look at the trading volume of the exchange, and also you have to look at the verification requirement. So as per now, I'm still at the verification stage of in Binance. Then I'll try and move past that stage. Then the payment methods, the type of payment methods are like the checkout, like how do you cash out? How can you be able to cash out? The payment method, if you are buying a crypto, do they have something like M-Pesa, or your mobile payment, your local mobile payment gateway? Do they have integration with Visa cards? Do they have integration with PayPal? Do they have such integration that makes it easy for you to actually pay for the cryptocurrency that you want to buy? Because in 2018, it was really hard to find a place where you can be able to buy cryptocurrency using M-Pesa. The only place or the only platform that was offering M-Pesa payment was local crypto, and that is the first place that I was able. That is the first platform that I knew that had integrated M-Pesa payment. And then there was Local Bitcoin. Local Bitcoin was also offering an M-Pesa payment method. Yeah. So those are some of the things that you really need to check. Then the gas fee or the fees that the exchange is charging you for transaction. Then the exchange rate, we have exchanges that really offer good rates when you want to buy a crypto. And then the reputation of the reputation of the exchange. So I'll show you an example, some examples of how you can be able to check for the reputation. So back to where we started. So the same case for cryptocurrency. The same way we normally look for cryptocurrency, whether they have been verified on CoinMarket Cap, then the same case you will do for exchanges. So we have cryptocurrency, but based on ranking and fiat companies ranking and everything, we have all that. And we have this other tab for exchanges. So as you can see, this one can give you a better view of the volume, the liquidity, and weekly visit, like how many people have visited and whether they have fiat, which coins they have, the number of coins they have supported in their exchange, and then we have the fiat supported on their exchange. So you can see the ranking, so these are some of the exchanges, the top exchanges: KuCoin, Bithumb, Binance, Bitfinex, and yeah, so you can see the graph volume and everything. So we have something called it's not good to do that, but Fedrio, Fedrio, yeah. So this is the Fedrio review. This is an exchange that I had where I interacted with it because it was the first one to like list Bitcoin, and as you can see, it's not even listed here. It's not listed here because this was the only exchange that really accepted us. The other exchanges were really expensive to list our coins. That's another disadvantage. If you really want to list your coin and you have created your coin and you want to list your coin, then you have to look for an exchange that is supportive of your ERC20 token, because listing, they normally have listing fee for you to be listed. So we were listed on Whitebit. We were listed on Whitebit. We were also listed, I think, on Hotbit, and then we were listed in another exchange, an Italian exchange or something. Yeah. So these guys froze our funds. They froze our funds when we were trading new Bitcoin. So these are some of the review about Fedrio exchange, and then you can see the exchange fee. So they have like 0.00 withdrawal fee, and then they have deposit method, so you can deposit through wire transfer or credit. And then they have apps supported cryptos. So supported cryptos, the cryptos they have support for. And then this one was updated, so it was changed from Byte BTC because of the name. So this exchange is the new clothes and makeup of scam exchanges exchange. So it was initially called Byte BTC, and it had a lot of scam issues. So those are some of the things that you really need to. Yeah, so it's still listed as Byte BTC. So they never actually changed the name completely. Yeah. So these are some of the reviews. This is a place where you can be able to like visit cryptowiser.com. You can visit it and see the kind of remarks and reviews particular exchange has been given. So this is just an example, but exchange. So the same as cryptocurrencies, you have to check. So if we go to Binance and click into Binance to view more details, you can be able to see the details completely, like the official links, the code, if it's for centralized exchanges, they don't share their code. For centralized exchanges, they normally don't share their code, but for decentralized, they do share their code. So okay. Let's see if we can be able to get the one for Coinbase. So Coinbase has a wallet, a mobile app, and also an exchange. And yeah, so Coinbase was kind of the first. They were the first guys to be in crypto exchanges. Yeah. If you hear somebody say that I'm Coinbase, they have been there since the beginning of time. Yeah, so that is the coin market cap. And yeah, you can visit and be able to like interact. The same case for non-fungible tokens. You can be able to see the list of non-fungible token, and also go through and try and see what you can be able to try and see how they are doing. And also, yeah, so these are some of the things that they offer. So I remember Damar is talking about spot trading. So yeah. So then that was reputation and exchange rates. And yeah, so always remember this, that you are in charge of your security. You are in charge of your security. And another thing that is, do not turn over the custody of your funds. Like, don't turn the custody of your funds. So 90% of exchanges use cold storage. 86% support multi-signature support. So yeah. Then we have the list of the top 20. That was this image was taken a while back, but you can still see the guys who are still on top are the same guys who are still on top. Yeah. At this time, I think Binance was number 1, 2, 3. Was number 8. So at this particular time, Binance was number 8. So they didn't have a lot of support. Yeah. Yeah. So, but you can see these guys are still the top 20. Only person who was not on this list was I think at that time they were developing the exchange or something. They were doing something, an upgrade or something. Yeah. So this is shape shift. It does not collect a lot of personal data. So yeah, and then the miner fee and ETH fee. So they have miners fee and ETH fee at that time. Yeah. Then we have the next generation of Bitcoin derivatives. So this is BitMEX. Then we have Bitcoin futures trading. Then we have So US has conflicting standards on cryptocurrency. So this is just how the regulators have. So tokens are neither currency or money. So the monetary fund, International Monetary Fund, IMF, says that tokens are neither currency. Then we have financial crimes, that is Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. They had a contrary opinion that saying that virtual currencies are not money. Then Bitcoin is taxed as property, it should be taxed as property, and then Bitcoin is a commodity. So these are some of the conflicting standards that everybody had. So as you know, IMF is well known here in Kenya for a lot of things. So that is the status of different organizations and different platforms. So then there is buying a new token. So you have to look at tokens should have immediate utility. So if it doesn't have utility, definitely it will be a security token. So you have to, when you are buying a new token, you have to you have to consider these factors. Then ledger. So most tokens are created on Ethereum. So if they are not created on the Ethereum, then they don't have they don't have a blockchain. Then that is something else. Then you have to look at the cost. So the transaction cost of that particular currency, whether in terms of ETH or and then the transaction time taken to record the transaction on the blockchain. Then forks, blockchain evolves rapidly, so miners are in control. So you also have to be updated on the forks or the updates that the blockchain is doing when you are investing in a cryptocurrency. So basically, people who invested in Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but Ethereum this year, beginning of this year, right now they are at a good place. They are at a good place, yeah, because of the recent updates. Because some of these updates are really major and they really affect. They really affect what the price. They really affect. Somehow they do affect the price, and yeah. So then we have some statement from Harvard. So blockchain will do. Blockchain will do to the financial system is what the internet did to media. That is what blockchain will be able to do, because it's have actually revolutionized how we deal with our finance, how we do lending, how we do trading, how we do derivatives and such things. And yeah, so blockchain is really doing a lot, and it's giving us that financial freedom that we have always been looking for. So yeah, so that is I'll share this note with you so that you can be able to like read more about them. So these are just ways explaining what you should do before you start trading cryptocurrency. And I've basically covered most of the things with the checklist. I've simplified it with a checklist. So yeah, so there are many. You can experiment with different exchanges and different. We can always refer to you in this trading part. We can always refer to Damaris. Yeah. So yeah, that is these are a lot of words which have been simplified by this checklist. Yeah, so that's it on crypto exchanges and how to trade and how to do, yeah, and how to factors to consider when you are doing a trade. And yeah, so let me close those tabs, and yeah, then maybe we can head over to Binance and see how we can be able to. So I will need your help or guidance on this. Down list.
You want to open or to verify?
I just want to like share and share on how some of these things, how they like work. Let me just
Okay.
log in. Let me just log in. Then we can be able to see the marketplace, and also we can be able to see the exchange itself. Yeah, how you can be able to like place an order, such stuff. I really hate this thing because of this verification now.
That is the authentication. Security.
That's
You know, the
reason.
problem is you
Yes.
can put the phone,
Yeah.
you can put the phone as and the email. When you're going to put the Google, the phone has expired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you begin again.
Really hate where by to access something, you have to go through security. It's like the UN office.
But that is your own UN office now. Your money is there, so they have to safeguard it for you.
Okay.
But another thing is you can use a Google Authenticator.
Yeah, you can use Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator is better because you have the app on your phone. But now the problem is when you uninstall the Google Authenticator.
You know, you have to open your Binance first, then open the Google Authenticator. It give you like 20 or 30 seconds before it time out.
Yeah. So I've seen, I saw somebody, a friend of mine, uninstalled the Google Authenticator, and then when he tried to, he never saved, he never moved. Never moved. Yeah. I'll check this one, the Minto. Yeah. The Mintano. So yeah. So this is the biggest exchange in cryptocurrency. And as you can see, I think, yeah, this is the marketplace. So in the marketplace, you can be able to like find all the cryptocurrencies around here. So if you're looking for Uniswap, BS, and yeah, this is Matic. So apparently Matic or Polygon was hacked this week. But the good thing is that these hackers are good hackers, so they are returning the coins, and they deployed their own crypto. That the hacker is ready to surrender.
But that is a good guy.
Yeah. So this is Neo, which has its own blockchain. This is Atom for Cosmos. This is Cray, yeah, something, I don't know, have difficult names. This is BitTorrent. So for those guys who are like really like BitTorrent or downloading movies with BitTorrent, this is it. Yeah. So if you click on one trade or on a specific crypto, you can be able now to go to the trade. So this is the So as you can see, I'm a beginner here. It's actually telling me that. Let me just cancel. So this is the dashboard of the where the magic happens. So you can buy. So yeah, this is so nowadays you can be guiding. Yeah. So that I don't make an order or I make a big buy. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think I don't know. We go through the features because we have where we see BTT/USD is like it shows what you're trading. So we are trading. I don't know what exactly is BTT, but it's a coin against the Tether because USDT is Tether.
Yeah.
And then we have our order book. The order book, it shows the people who have placed their orders. Those are called limit orders where you can set a price. And then you say like when Bitcoin reaches maybe 40,000, that's where I want to buy. So your order would be placed in the order book. It will be listed. But for people who buy at market price, they are not listed. So if you place your order, it will be highlighted in the order book. You'll just see it moving. So you can also see when the people who are collecting the market makers, the people who have like they have a lot of money to trade. They're the people with the big amounts, the big volumes. But now you'll also notice these people, they buy and sell at the same time. They buy like the difference is like 10 cents, but because they're selling like maybe more than 100,000 maybe Bitcoins, that 10 cents will make a good amount of money once they sell everything. So on the spot side, spot trading now it's like mostly like buying and selling where you don't leverage. Margin is where you leverage. Leverage is like you're trading with more, you're risking more than what you have. So if I leverage times 5, yeah, there. If I leverage times 5 and I'm trading with $1,000, my profits and my losses will be calculated in terms of $5,000 because I'm leveraging times 5. But spot is just the amount that you have. And then down there, we are in a limit order, just below by limit. So if we place our order, it will go to the order book. But now the limit orders are free of charge because when you place a limit order, you are adding liquidity to the logbook, to the order book. So it's free. But market, they charge a small fee because you're buying at the current market. Then we have stop limit and buy limit. It's like you can say, once I've bought and then it reaches this point, let it sell or let it buy, something like that. It's almost similar to a limit order, but now it has the stop loss and the take profit. Mostly people who use leverage use the stop limits. I think that's it. Then in terms of if it's BTT against USD, then you buy. It means you're exchanging your USDT and getting BTT. So you'll have to place the amount of BTT you want to buy. That is on the right side, where we have buy. Down here, amount, just yeah, there. So you place the amount you want to buy, and then it will give you an equivalent of the USDT, or you can place the USDT, it will automatically calculate the BTT. But now, because you've chosen a stop limit, you have to place this like a stop loss in the limit.
Okay.
So we can take a limit order.
A stop. Okay, a limit order. Then I just put an amount there.
The amount you want to buy your BTT at. I'm saying the BTT is 0.0045.
Yeah.
So you can place 00, maybe 456, and then you'll have to wait for someone to fill your order. 0045. It's already at 456. It's already dropping.
5. Yeah.
When you're placing a limit order, you have to check the price on the other side. You don't want to place your price above the price of BTT.
Oh, okay.
In this exchange, I think what I've understood, in an exchange, you're not buying from the exchange, you are matched with someone. Let's say you are buying and there's someone else selling, so you are matched with someone else. But now if there's no person, let's say someone is, a whole is buying maybe worth 10,000, meaning $100,000, and maybe there's no person who can fill that order. Now that's where the market makers will come in and fill that order because they have a lot of money.
Okay.
So they only come in when someone is requesting a huge amount and there's no person that the person can be matched with. So I think that is now what is called liquidity.
Yeah.
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 So we can check the price and do a lower price so that we'll see our order in the order book.
A lower price.
Yeah, maybe 0044.
Another 0, like that.
2 zeros and then 44.
Like that.
2 zeros. After the point, 2 zeros. 0.0045. 44.
44.
Yeah.
0.00 0.044.
44. 0044.
Like that.
Yeah, that's okay. Then you can place the amount you want to buy.
Okay, so I think like 5 wall.
Okay.
Then I
you
buy.
can buy.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know whether it will go, but I can always cancel.
Yeah, you can cancel an order.
But you have to have money in your wallet.
Yeah, I don't have money on my wallet, so let's just leave it up there.
But once you've bought, you will see your order in the order book.
Yeah.
Like it will be highlighted, it will be more visible than the other orders. The red ones are the people who are selling, the green are the people who are buying.
Yeah. At least this one really looks like it has a lot of features and a lot of things. Yeah, so yeah, that is exactly what happens in an exchange. So your orders get matched with the person who is selling, basically, and that's why I really like I prefer to hold or to actually buy from the source, or get it from the source, because it's basically, yeah. But it's awesome if you are able to be able to predict where, because the biggest profit you can be able to make is when you know when to buy, and when you know when to get out of the market, like when to buy and when to sell. And sometimes I normally say it's good to buy the dip. It's good to buy the dip. I don't know on your side.
Yeah, it's good to buy the dip, but at times you can buy the dip, then it goes deeper.
Yeah, that's.
But the whole point is buying low and selling high.
Yeah. So these are some of the things we can be. Okay. Wow. So these are some of the things that we really need to that we can be able to familiarize ourselves with, and yeah. So I'm not. I wouldn't say that I can be able to give you financial advice on this, or yeah. But that's how Binance looks like, and that's how you can be able to like place an order. Yeah, I really left the exchanges because of that exchange. A lot of people complained that their funds were locked and they were never recovered. We tried contacting them, and they never they never replied. Yeah, and as you can see, they even eventually changed their name to something else, and still they are doing the same thing. So yeah, those are some of the lists. Yeah, but if you're like a business oriented person, you can always take those lists. Yeah. So yeah, that's it on the exchanges. I think the exchanges were we never had a lot to talk about them. Yeah, but we have also learned something from the exchanges. Yeah. Yeah. Hope it was interesting on the exchanges.
Mm.
Yeah. So today, I wanted us to do some setups, and I wanted us to do setup. I wanted to do a setup of and introduce code and Dapps, and also be able to do uh, setting up the the setting up the environment for local development. So yeah, so we have seen examples of dApps, and we have been able to interact with different dApps. So like MetaMask, which is a dApp, just a minute.
Hello, it's like we lost sound.
Yeah, I can't hear him as well.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, question.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe it's Dama that can answer this. You know, like in normal stock exchange, you know, it's not a 24/7 exchange. So the crypto exchange, is it 24/7 throughout the whole week?
Yes, cryptocurrency is 24/7. I don't know if you've heard of forex trading, where people trade maybe the Australian dollar against the US dollar on
Yeah.
IP options and such. You'll also find currencies you trade Monday to Friday, same to,
Yeah.
I think, stocks. But for crypto and indices, synthetic indices, it's 24/7. So even these exchanges, it's 24/7.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
There's
thought they
always
had.
someone on the other side of, let's say if I'm buying, there's always someone on the other side who is selling.
Yeah. It's okay. That's a good one. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we're with you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So there is also something that I would like to add from what Damaris have said. The good thing about cryptocurrency is that it's never sleeps. Never sleeps. So if guys from Asia they are trading, if the guys from Asia are trading, then the Africans come and pick it up in the morning hours. Then in the evening, in the early morning, the US or the Americans take it over, and then the cycle continues. So it's 24 hours. And then again, the volatility. So if something has high risk and high returns, then it also means that it can also be able to like drop at a very high rate. So you can just like in the normally compare blockchain to the egg farming or chicken farming for layers, layers, the ones for laying eggs. Yeah. So you can buy a bunch of chicks and then you wait for them to grow, and then when they start laying eggs, all those eggs can be broken when you are going into the market. So the same thing for Bitcoin or Ethereum. You can just buy your Bitcoin right now, and then tomorrow morning it's like it's going down, and you are like, wow, what did I do? So yeah.
So
So
that
yeah,
is what they call retesting.
yeah. So it's volatile, and also you have to be able to like mitigate your list. You have to mitigate your list. Yeah. So then, so today I wanted us to do decentralized applications. So yeah, we will be able to know what are decentralized application, and we will also set up the development tools in our system. So one, a decentralized application that is an application built on a decentralized network that combines a smart contract and a front-end user interface. And a front-end user interface. So a front-end user interface can be written in any language, that is web frameworks. Examples like React Native, React.js, Vue.js, Angular, HTML, that is raw HTML, compared together with vanilla JavaScript and CSS. Yeah. So then you have to note that in Ethereum smart contracts are accessible and transparent like APIs. So if you know what are RESTful APIs or APIs are, they are JSON format, and they are exposed for you. Yeah. So for smart contracts, it's the same case. So your DApp can even include a smart contract and someone else's. Your DApp can include a smart contract that was written by somebody else. So, for example, for the Binance case, we have smart contracts written by different people. So the tokens that have been deployed on different blockchain, and they have included those smart contracts in the exchange. Yeah. So adapt all the coin that Ambrose has created. I hope you can hear me. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So ADAP has its backend code running on a decentralized peer-to-peer network. So whatever Ambrose has created, the ERC20 token he has created is the backend of our DApp, is the backend of our decentralized application. So right now, what you have as a smart contract is your backend. The only thing that you don't have is a front end. So once we are able to do that, we will be able to see how we can be able to build our backend now, and not our backend but our front end. So contrast this with an app where the backend code is running on a centralized server. So normally when we are building these applications like Uber Eats, Jumia Foods, or such application, they normally run on centralized servers. So you can create your Uber and it could be running on a peer-to-peer network or a decentralized server. That is the blockchain. So it can either run on so centralized servers are like Azure, something like Azure, but in cloud you can be, yeah, that is Azure. We have Docker. Docker is a centralized server where only the admins of that particular application can be able to access. But for decentralized servers like Ethereum or peer-to-peer networks, anybody can be able to see the code that you have written. So yeah, the other thing is that ADAP can either have a front-end code, that is the user interface, written in any language that I've given some examples, that is Angular, React Native, just like an app, the normal applications that we do have that can make calls to its backend, that is the smart contract, can make calls to the smart contract. Furthermore, its frontend can be hosted on a decentralized storage such as IPFS. So you can decide to host it on IPFS, or you can host it in a centralized exchange. So the frontend can be hosted in either the IPFS or the centralized servers. So that one does not have any problem. Yeah. But the good thing, if you are creating a decentralized application, the good thing is also to make the front end also decentralized. Yeah. So then we have characteristics of dApps or decentralized application. So from their name, they are decentralized. That means they are independent and no one can control them as a group. So nobody can be able to control them. They are also deterministic. They perform the same functions irrespective of the environment they are executed in. So yeah, irrespective of the environment, they will always execute the same thing. Then they are turning complete. So turning complete means given the required resources, the DApp can perform any action. So given the resources, they can perform any action. So they are also isolated. which means they are executed in a virtual environment known as the Ethereum virtual machine, so that if the smart contract happens to have a bug, it won't hamper the normal functioning of the blockchain. So that is one of the work, another work of the Ethereum virtual machine is to actually host the smart contracts. That's why they are able to like upgrade without affecting the other applications that have been built on Ethereum network. So yeah, I think we have time for benefits. Yeah. So the benefits for DApp development is that one, they have zero downtime. So once you have hosted them on the EVM, you will never have a downtime. You will never, there is no day that you will ever hear that Uniswap is down or Binance is down. You will never hear that. So once the smart contract at the core, because the smart contract at the back end, and the back end is everything. So yeah, normally we ridicule the front end guys because we tell them that their work is only to consume to consume what we have created, and that is the fact. They normally consume what we have created as backend developers. So once the smart contract at the core of an app is deployed and on the blockchain, the network as a whole will always be able to serve clients looking to interact with the contracts. So malicious actors therefore cannot launch denial of services. That is the DOS attack. We saw this DOS, denial of service, in the some of the shortcomings of smart contracts. Attacks targeted towards individual Dapps. So there is no way that they can be able to do that. Yeah. Then we have privacy. So you don't need to provide real world identity to deploy or interact with a Dapp. So whenever you have done Ambrose now, you really, if you want to move to the real world, you wouldn't need any documentation. And like for hosting or deploying an application on Heroku or AWS or Azure, you really need to like provide your credit card. You need to like fill in the KYC. You need a lot of details. You also need like a license to do that. But yeah, so you don't need to provide the world identity to deploy or interact with DApp. Also for the users, so you don't really need to like do a lot of verification to interact with that app. So normally what these security features we are seeing on Binance, they are actually separate from the decentralized application. Because remember what we said in the beginning of our class on smart contract, that it pays to put data on, it pays, you have to pay for the operation. So you can imagine with each and every verification that you are doing on Ethereum or on Binance, you have to do verification. Let me just show you like what do we call it? Whiteboard. On a whiteboard. Board. Let me show you how they really look. I think I would go with this one. So let me just try it. Wow, that's a lot of. So let me show you an overview of how the okay. So I think this is the pen. Just use this one. Okay. So this is our Ethereum. This is our ETH. So this is our EVM. This is the EVM. So this is the EVM. So picture that as the EVM, and then we have our DApp here, which is inside. It should be inside. Should be inside the EVM. So this is our EVM with our DApp here. So a small space for our DApp. So this is the ADS coin. ADS. So this is our ADS inside there. And then we have our front end, basically, which has been deployed on AWS. So this is our DApp now, or the front end part. Our front end there. So I'm not used to this whiteboard. So through the what we call it. Am I forgetting my tools? Ethereum. PC. Ethereum RPC toolkit. Infura, yeah, Infura. I'm looking for Infura. So we have Infura, which gives you the Infura here. So we have Infura here. So we have Infura here, which is provides the link to communicate with your ADS coin together with the APIs. Here. So APIs are here, and then we have our front end deployed here on AWS. So remember, in our token, we never had any KYCs. So you want to create a DApp that has KYC and verification processes. So how do you do that, and how do you store that data? Because from the how do you do that, and how do you like? So this is like a simple architecture of how dApps can also be able to like interact and also be able to kind of combine the Web 2 and Web 3. So here we have the front end created using Web 3. Also Web 3 is here. So we have so Web 3 is inside here. So Web 3 is inside there. So all our data is in Web 3. We don't have authentication. We only have a way to like connect to MetaMask once we launch. So we want to add something like the verification process, the KYC, the 2FA on our decentralized application, and we also want to link a specific address with the user. So let's say we want to, let's say Ambrose is the one who is accessing our DApp, and we want to associate his wallet with his data or in his information. So we will create a database outside here. We will create a database outside here. So any database, whether it's Mongo, whether it's Mongo or SQL, So we will create it there so that that data which we don't want it to be sent onto our smart contract will be stored there, or SQL there. So that's how a simple DApp looks like, which has been integrated with database tools. So we have MongoDB here, and then we have SQL here, and this Mongo or SQL are offered by either AWS or Heroku or any other hosting company or any other hosting service provider. So because it really pays, you have to, it really costs a lot of gas to store such information. So you can imagine every time you want to log into Binance and you have to do the KYC, then it means that the login information has to be sent to the login information has to be sent to the data, to the EVM, and the EVM, you have to pay gas. So it will always be costing you to verify your identity on Binance. So they created something which is outside the ABS. So Infura is just it's a suite where you can be able to like I don't know if I can still remember login. Yeah, there is my password. So let me log in and show you. Yeah, so this one we will be able to like require this one once we start creating our dApps. So this one is for blockchain development. This one I was creating for yeah. So this one basically what it does, Infura, what it does, it helps you communicate with your applications, that your application that you have deployed onto the internet. So let me show you Ethereum. I really need auction. To show you like the APIs. Am I forgetting? Yeah. So this one, these are the endpoints for you, like to, if you have to create like an endpoint or something, an account with Infura, and then they give you, so you can create a project and then you can save the details of the project. So this one will be, and then you are given the endpoint for the Ethereum mainnet, So they have link B, testnet, and they even have the one for Polygon. They have Mumbai, and this one is used when you are creating. So if you want to like communicate with the mainnet for then you are given the project ID and the project secret key. So yeah, so this is the one that I was speaking about, like Infura APIs, so that you are able to communicate with the Ethereum virtual machine with your front end, and then you can be able to display it on the web. And then this is the other part whereby you will be able to like if you want to store some of the data like emails, and then you associate them. Yeah. So then this is where also where custodial wallets if it's an application that you have been built, let's say it's a wallet. Let's say it's a wallet. Let's say it's a wallet, this Dapp of ours. So you really need to be careful if you become a developer to store the private key. So you want to associate the email addresses with the addresses, but you have to be careful with private key. Be careful not to store the private key. So some of these applications you have to ask yourselves how the architecture of their app, how they store whether they store their private key. And yeah, so some of them won't go into details on how they have connected the MongoDB or SQL or anything. They won't go into detail whether they have that. But if something is storing your information, like if they have passcode and passkey, definitely they have a database in their backend. They have a mechanism that is storing those passwords. And yeah, so like what we have here, they have my password. So they are checking it in a way. They have my password. They also have my email. They also have my email. And yeah, they are storing that information definitely in some place. And these are some of the things that makes a wallet to become more like a custodian. So they are not supposed to store. So if they are not supposed to store private key there, the only thing that maybe they can do, let's say this is the MongoDB data. The only thing they can do is create your name there, your address there, and your phone number there, and your password there. And then they can be able to reference so that they can be able to do their own audit trailing. But they are not supposed to store the private keys. They are not supposed to store private keys. They are not supposed to store the private key. Yeah. So that is a rough idea how some of the application works. So other application may not have this part. They will not have that part. They will not have that part, especially for P2P Dapps. Yeah. So this is one of the tools that I would like us to create an account there. So let me share the link on the chat. So in Infura, we will be able to use Infura in when we want to deploy our application to Link Bay on Kovan. So Kovan or Link Bay, we will use Kovan or Link Bay for this build. Yeah. Then we will need to have Ganache. So we will do our development locally using Ganache, and then when we move into deploying it into the mainnet, into the test net, we will use either Kovan or Link Bay. So with Kovan, you will realize the links have changed. The links have changed. So this is the way you access the link. Your Dapp will be able to access the smart contracts we will deploy. So we'll have Ganache. You'll have to install Ganache CLI, which is a. Let's just go to Truffle Suite. Click on Ganache. So let me share the download link for Ganache. This is the direct. So this is the direct download for Ganache, the download link for Ganache. And then you will have to install Truffle. So you will have to install, you will need to install Trafo. So to install Trafo, let's go to docs. So to get started with quick start, KD and bots. So these are some of the things that I was telling you. The Trafo boxes. Trafo boxes are contracts that have already been built for you, and you just do Trafo and bots. And yeah. So let's see the installation for, yeah. So this is the installation for Trafo. I hope you already have Node.js on your machines. So that
Yes,
is
I do.
yeah. So we have npm install globally, so that you can be able to access it globally. So you need Node.js and or data version for your machine. So that is the version that you need. And then go with Node download. So you need to download Node. Yeah. So that is the current version, either current version or the one that I've specified 8 and above, 8.9 and above. So for me, I'm using 10. I'm using 10. Though you can always do nvm. You can always install multiple versions. So NVM for Windows will help you to install multiple version of Node version manager. So Node version manager will help you to manage, because there are some projects that will require 8. There are some other projects that will require 10. There are some other projects that will require 16, version 16, depending with the applications that the application you're building. Yeah. So those are the two tools, or three, because it's Node, Trafo, and Ganache, and then an account with Infura.io, so that we can be able to deploy our application in a RiseNet. So these projects, if you do a lot of projects, they can help you run a job, because basically people say that they are programmers, but if you don't have some projects that you can be able to show that you have done and you understand blockchain, then they won't be able to know. They won't be able to know what you know. They won't be able to know what you know if you don't have projects. Yeah, if you don't have anything to show. So yeah. So yeah. So you can do that, and yeah. So any question, concern, comment, observation, aha moment?
Yeah, just hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, this is just a clarification
Mhm.
because you are talking about the front end.
Yeah.
You know, for our deployment, can we not call our MetaMask as the front end?
So MetaMask is injected. It won't be our. Let me show you. I don't know if I have. Okay, I'm supposed to have a Dapp. Let me just yeah, I have a Dapp. Yeah, I do have a Dapp. It's really cool. I have a Dapp. Exchange. It's been 5. Created this one in May. Wow. So our MetaMask won't be the. Okay. Let's just log into MetaMask. Yeah, I haven't logged into MetaMask. And then we were on Core 1, and then we used this one. Then we can reload. So this is a decentralized application. These are an exchange that I was creating, and it's a decentralized application. So I have deployed my contracts. Let me show you. I should be able to see this one. Yeah. Let me expand my wallet so that I can be able to see the activities that I have done. Yeah, so these are deployment I made like in 30 days. In 30 days, that was let's see, 20 transactions. Can find the transaction for okay. Can't find the transaction for my code for my contract. So I can't see the the activities that I did when I deployed this contract. It's really weird. Well, I used the other address. Guess I used the other one. Oh no, I used this one. Normally I use this one for creating things. Yeah, but this is the Dapp that I'm speaking about. So for our frontend, we will use either React or simple HTML or simple HTML. I think we will use simple HTML to render something like this. So these are order book which is already on the which is a contract, which is based on the contract. Let me open you the contract so that we can be able to see the Dapp. So we will do an erection Dapp, a simple contract, which will show us. Yeah, so we should be able to load the core project. Yeah, so yeah, so this is so this is my Dapp. So it has the source, of which the source has the contracts. So these are the contracts. So this is the exchange contract. So the exchange contract has this was like a list of the to do. So I had to set the account that will be receiving the fees. And then I had to create a function that deposit is. I had to create another function that withdraw and deposits tokens, and also withdraws tokens, and also checks the balance, and also makes the order and cancels the order, and also fill order and trade orders. Then, so this is my contract. So this is my contract. So as you can see, these are very basic one. It doesn't have the KYC and everything because it's a decentralized app. So this one, all of these functions, all of these things are being performed by this contract. They are being performed by this contract. They are being performed by this contract. So if you want to feel like, if you want to fill the order, if you want to fill the orders, if you want to create a buy and sell, if you want to create a buy order, like what we were Damaris was explaining on Binance, you have buy and sell. Buy the amount you want to buy. Like I want to buy 100 coins, and then I have the price of buying price. I want to buy it at 10 bob. So for 10 XDB, so my coin was called 0xDB, and for 10 XDB, I will buy them at 10. So I need a total of 1,000 ETH to do that. So yeah. And all of this is being done by this code. So everything is inside the exchange contract. So everything is inside the exchange contract. So you can be able to see my orders and my trade, and all the trades that I have done here over the past few times. Yeah. And then yeah. And then this is the order book that Damaris was speaking about. So the value of 0xDB in ETH is this the selling, and this is the buying. Yeah. So yeah, for MetaMask is just a way to like complete to interact with our decentralized application. Yeah. So MetaMask is a tool for helping us to communicate with our DApp. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. So MetaMask, we will need MetaMask. We will also need MetaMask for simulating transaction and also testing and everything. Yeah. Hope that answers your question, Ambrose.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah. So we will kind of create this one is so complex. This one we can take another month to like create and also understand how the inner workings of it. Because yeah, there is a lot of setting up you need to do. You need to set a lot. So as you can see, the APIs are being stored there. So these are the APIs, and these APIs are the ones now being called here, not there, but on components. So these the components. So we have in React we have actions and reducers. Actions and reducers. So you need to create actions to do that. And yeah, so we have the first function, which this one is interaction, which is inside the stores. Interactions. So interactions, this one is loading the Web3, and then we have the window connected to MetaMask IO.io. Yeah, and then down below here we have trafo config. So trafo config, we have the Infuder, the private key for Infuder, where you pass your private key and secret key so that you can be able to. So this is a URL to an Ethereum node. So that's why we need to have Covan or Infuder. Yeah. And then we have the Trafo hardware wallet provider. So yeah, so this one is for local development. The normal way we do with the local host, that is localhost 127. So Ganache also runs at port 775 to 45. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll show you once you have actually done. You have installed the provided tools, the tools that I have provided. Yeah. So awesome. Yeah. So we are now into the deep. Once again, we are into the deep. Yeah. So that's it for today's lesson. Anybody else has a question, concern?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Now,
Mhm.
this you have, I mean, as a developer, so you have to now to build an exchange,
Mhm.
like the decentralized applicant, the Dapps.
So
the front
an
end.
exchange is also an example of a decentralized application. It's also a decentralized application. So this was just something that I was trying to learn so that I can be able to familiarize myself with the with the front end. So basically for me, I'm a backend developer. I'm just a backend developer. I do most of my work. Yeah.
So then you have guys that can build the exchange. That is their one. They are for the front end.
Yeah, the
Then
front
you have
end
those
guys.
for the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for the Dapps is the combination of the two. Like how do the two worlds meet together? Like how do front end and back end meet? When you have a smart contract, it's also good to actually know how to do this, because you are also going to, I think you can be able to like start your own company, and you need to know these things, because blockchain is more technical, so you need to like know the technical workings of yeah, so that you don't have developers who are telling you that it's not possible. There are the developers who say that is not possible.
It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we are into the deep again, but don't worry.
It's okay.
Yeah. So there is a song that there is a song called "If You Want It the Most." It's by Celine Dion. If you want it, if you want it, if you want it, almost. Oh, when you want it the most. Got this one. So my lecturer used to play it to me. This one. So if you really want to learn, there is no easy way. If you really want to learn how, yeah.
Making money is not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Mhm.
So people who say that making money is easy, it's because if you have done something for 3 years, you will only say that it's easy. But yeah, and that's the picture that we really want people to see, that it's easy, but they don't know. Yeah, don't know. Yeah. So yeah, it's not easy. And yeah. So tomorrow we will be starting on this. So you will have to install Truffle and also Ganache. And as you can see, they have a good documentation on how to get started. So once you have done the installation, you can create a project. So this one is the truffle box. So we will actually do this. We will initiate an MK. We will initiate. We will truffle and bots MetaCoin as our starting point. And yeah, so you will also need to. You will also need to have. Wow, I almost forgot. You will also need to install Solidity. Solidity extension for Visual Studio Code. You will need to install it. Yeah, so you can get it from not MetaMask, but Marketplace. It will help you in LinkedIn, and also not LinkedIn, but syntax highlighting. It's a syntax highlighter, so you will need to install it. Yeah, so yeah, it will help you on syntax highlighting. As you can see, this is how it does. Looking for keywords and search, and then yeah. So yeah, awesome. Also, it will also help in I think there's something Solidity version. Solidity version. Install Solidity. Install Solidity specific version. So you will also need to install Solidity compiler, of which I know you already have from the previous lessons. I think, yeah, this one. So this is the one for installing Solidity Crowberry. So if you haven't done that, you also need to do so. And then let me share the documentation. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, yep. That's it. So let's call it a day, and yeah, call it a night.
Thank you.
So yes. No, Damaris, do you have something to say?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So let's call it a night, and yeah. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right. Good night. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Let me stop sharing, and then